Welcome, Libra. Welcome to Fire Dragon Tarot. I am going to be doing a new moon reading for February 2022. And it's also the day of the lunar year for the Chinese zodiac, which is also the year of the water tiger. And if you follow the Chinese zodiac, you might want to go ahead and research that and see if there's any information there that you can find helpful or useful for this year. The readings that I do, I'm using the Tarot of the Divine deck, which represents a lot of mythologies, stories, fairy tale, folklore for around the world. And what I really love about this deck is that as I read a description of the card, and then it gives me the impressions, messages, or intuition to interpret it in what I hear from spirits. Again, information is fluid, energy is fluid, and is timeless. If nothing's resonating with you, please don't worry about it. Maybe you want to come back in a couple of weeks or in a couple of months, which the information might resonate better at that time. If it resonates with you, that is great. Just take the information that you need to apply. Please remember, you are the person in charge of all the decisions in your life. If you have not already, I would appreciate a like, a share, and subscribe to the channel to get your support, Libra. Okay. Well, welcome again, Libra. We'll go ahead and do a 5-card spread. We'll do the past, present, future, the unforeseen influences in your life or around you, and also the hidden potential. All right, and give me 1 second. One more shuffle, I heard. One more shuffle. Okay. Oh, there you go. I think that was it. So this is your past, your present, your future, your unforeseen influences, and your hidden potential. Oh wow, got the moon. Believe it or not, I really like this deck because of what it represents, Libra. So let's see what it says. Let's see what story unfolds before you. So in your past, you have the Magician. In your present, you have the Two of Wands in reverse. In the immediate future, you have the Eight of Cups. Okay. In your unforeseen influences, you have the Nine of Swords. And in your hidden potential, you have the Moon. Okay, here we go right now. I'm going to go ahead and give you the storyline that it unfolds before you. So in your past, Libras are, by nature, they like to have things balanced and have been to have strong manifestation abilities. So it is the fairy godmother represented here in your past, which is a French fairy tale. And the Magician is a helping hand. She has the ability to change raw materials into something wonderful and dreaming into doing, but she's only a helping hand. It is up to the protagonist to use her support moving forward to do the right thing. In your past, this is represented by having great self-confidence, being original, being very resourceful, very skilled, always having breakthroughs. Libra, I feel that in your past, you're always the person that people go to for information, for answers, to solve their problems. It feels that Libras is always the one to be that resource. And I think in the past, you probably felt like, this is what I'm hearing. I'm always there for people anytime they need anything. You always come up with an answer or solution, and you're always willing to help out. But again, only to the person who's willing to seek it. It's like you don't seek them, they seek you. And this is how it's been in the past. And in your current situation, the Two of Wands. Okay, let's go ahead and check that out. Okay, let me see what story that says. I haven't seen that card. Okay, so it's represented by Janus, an Italian or Roman mythology. The Two of Wands represents travel and commerce. Janus, the god of doorways and transition, is able to look to the past and the future in order to make effective decisions. He's always in motion, connecting dreams with actual possibilities. So currently, Libra, as many Libras are, there's a lot of indecisions going on. There's doubt. There might be a fear of the unknown, and you think you might be playing it safe currently. Based on before, you're able to help anyone that you can, but when it comes to you, Libra, you're at a standstill of uncertainty, that you're undecided. Something's not right, like something feels unbalanced to you right now, and this is just the energy that is coming up. And it could be about work, and it could be related to maybe you want to venture out into a whole new career setting or a whole new environment, or just something different that you want to be able to achieve. And this is why you have uncertainty, because you're not sure what direction to take. This is what I'm getting with this card for your current situation. In your current future or immediate future is the Eight of Cups. And the Eight of Cups is represented by, okay, Moses. And let me show you the card a little closer so you can see. So it's a Hebrew legend from Egypt, and it represents leaving good things behind in the pursuit of higher ideals. See, just like I mentioned, your current situation. Moses was raised as a prince of Egypt, but realized he needed to sacrifice his royal life and wealth to pursue a spiritual and ascetic one. So you're walking away from, or you feel that you want to walk away from your traditional life of the 9-to-5 kind of job, the day in, day out. Maybe you want something different. You want to tap into your spiritual self, Libra. So you want to be able to venture into that. And it's calling you to probably look at that divine help. Look within you, look within the universe. And this is probably why you're here seeking this reading, to potentially validate that this is the way that you need to go. And that's what I just heard from Spirit, that here it's to validate that maybe you need to look within, to look within the divine, within your ascending abilities and your natural intuition. Don't ignore your intuition. Intuition is the strongest thing that you have, Libra, and you want to pursue what it feels right. And this is what I'm getting in your current future. That's what you're going to be doing. You're going to be venturing out to new things. So that sounds like great. Very great. It's so positive that I'm getting all positive feelings. And it feels like it's definitely passion. You're pursuing your passion for that. Okay, so in your hidden, unforeseen influences, you have the Nine of Swords. In the Nine of Swords, okay, one second. Okay. All right, so the Nine of Swords for your unforeseen influences. Let's see, Libra. Okay. It's Oedipus. It's a Greek mythology. I think I said that correct. Oedipus. It's the Nine of Swords represents a decision-making controlled by anxiety. The oracle at Delphi warns the king that his son Oedipus will one day kill him. Had he not let his fears control him and raised his son in love instead of hate, the king's eventual death could have been avoided. So your unforeseen influences is that you're probably built up with some sort of anxiety. You probably feel that you can't sleep at night, that you have a hard time, you have insomnia, you're having nightmares, you're feeling scared, or you have anxiety, Libra. But these are just influences. And why would this happen? Maybe because you want to venture into that new, journey, and you're scared that what if it goes wrong? Libras tend to be in their head a lot, and we in general overthink things, and Libra overthink a lot because they're thinkers. And this could be what's happening, your hidden influences, that you're being influenced by your own self, your own mind, trying to make a decision, and you're trying to follow your path. And again, I keep hearing intuition. Follow your intuition. There's ways that you can use your intuition to work for your best potential. So let's take a look at the hidden potential that's represented by the moon. I really like this card. The design is very, very nice. So, being that it is a new moon, today it is the new moon reading, and that's represented by, you could say, a full moon. Let's see what it says. It's Princess Kaguya. It's a Japanese fairy tale. The moon is a subconscious. Here we go. And all its illusion, potential pitfalls, and the possibility of self-deception. Here, two tanukis, shape-shifting raccoon like animals, each stare at the different moon, though it is not clear which is the real one. So upright is there's melancholy, there's trickery, anguish, illusion, insecurity. In your hidden potential, you probably feel like there's something just not right. Is this real? Should I go this route, or should I stay in a safe place? That's what I'm hearing from Spirit, that if you so decide to move forward to the next stage in your life, you're not sure if it's going to be real, and maybe you're uncertain of the choices or taking that risks, but the divine in your current future is letting you know that sometimes we have to leave our comfort zone to reach our maximum potential. And with the help of the divine, which you are doing right now, seeking, it's just letting you know. So whatever feeling you're getting with this, I know that I'm getting for you, Libra, that there's going to be coming change, and you're definitely looking more within the spiritual realm, the divine, within the universe. You're trying to listen to the messages and intuition, but you're still having anxiety because you have other ways of looking at things. So that's what I'm hearing. There's different ways of looking at things, or I want to say this has to do more with career and what you love to do as a career than anything else. And this is what I'm getting as a total outcome. But let's go ahead and see what the oracle card for Kitsune, and what I like about this oracle spread or card is that it ties a lot of the folklore, because there's a lot of stories, and this oracle uses folklore too to tie everything together, I feel. So this is why I like using this oracle card with this spread. It just felt natural to me to use this two together. Okay, right here. Acceptance. Wow. Currently right now, just looking at that card, what I'm getting is that you have to accept where you're going, your new choices. It's you accepting possibly new change coming up. But let's see what the card says. I'm not gonna go by what I'm interpreting, because I just want to make sure that it ties in together. Okay, so let me go ahead and read this for you. So, acceptance. Accepting what is a powerful way to step into your own creative force and be part of what will be. For change is weaving its way within the world of Kitsune. And while there is sadness at the fading of one season, there is a sense of gratitude for all that has been. Instead of lamenting deeply, this Kitsune shows us how to gracefully open our hands and let go of what now must pass. This passing is not forever. It is simply for a time. But we are reminded with this card to allow whatever needs to leave now to go, and what to stay within the moment of change and appreciate its gifts. Sense the change all about you and allow yourself to become part of the change. to be gracious and graceful in the acceptance, which is no passive thing, no weakness, and truly not so much a surrender as acknowledgement of the passing. It is presence and recognition and allowance. This card can be of assistance to those of you who are unable to see the blessings and gifts within the transition, and to those of you who are rushing through the change, hoping rushing will help you cope. Take your time to savor the passing, just as this kitsune is admiring and immersing themselves in the gifts of the autumn maples. Know that the acceptance of this impermanence brings a deep and lasting sweetness, a beauty that can uplift and strengthen you, and a place where you can now decide what is you will change within yourself to match the change all about you. Take time to make adjustments to your own self. Explore yourself and know that what it is that can be enhanced and what can be left behind. There is harvest to come at the end of this letting go, and the harvest will grant you abundance according to the depth of your own willingness to embrace the cyclic nature of this heavenly life upon earth. Okay, so what is an illusion and what's not as far as your hidden potential? I feel that in your current future, the journey of leaving everything behind, of letting go, as the oracle card said, it's more likely to happen, and I'm pairing it with your current future because it just tied everything together when it comes about you allowing, to embrace all this change and to letting go, and it's going to be a powerful step into your own creative force. So whatever will be. So accepting what is. You have really strong intuition, Libra, and if you have to take this journey onto the divine, it's because it's calling you to that. That's what Spirit just said. You're being called to accept this change. Again, this information is for you to take, and whatever resonates, apply it. I want to say that all in all, this reading is more about you accepting the next, I want to say, divine information and messages and advice that you're receiving to move forward to the next chapter in your life. And that's all part of the process of becoming, growing and becoming the better self that you will be. Okay, Libra? So thank you for joining me today on the new moon reading for February 2022, and I'll see you next time. Please like, share, and subscribe.